Hey, good morning. Well, this week's task is we have 3 popular internet solutions that we're going to try. Do some speed tests, upload some videos, and we're going to see what the real numbers are on these things. The first one up is one that we've been using for over a year, TravlFi. We got this hooked up in the RV behind us. It works really well. It's probably not the fastest on the market right now. It is a 4G, but we're going to still test it with some YouTube video upload, see how long it takes. That's the first one. Second one is a popular one that's out there that most of you probably already use, and this is the T-Mobile Home Internet solution. So we're going to give this one a try, see how it works. Do the same thing, basic speed test, upload a video, see how long it takes. We'll be doing the same video 3 times. I know that's boring, but how else would you do this? And the last one, really excited about, this is ConnecTen inside the box. Brand new, haven't opened it. The ConnecTen router is supposed to be one of the quickest ones out there. So we're going to try this, and same video, same upload speeds. We're going to document it. We're going to have 3 little segments. Do the TravlFi first, T-Mobile next, then we're going to do the ConnecTen last. The same 3 videos we're going to upload, measure the time it takes to upload the same video. So stick around. It could be boring for some of you because it's not all greasy and, you know, we're burning diesel and all that stuff, but it is an internet test, and a lot of people ask these same questions. You know, which one's the best? I don't know. I'm just going to test it right here where we're at. So today we're shooting from Blackberry Hills, a hip camp in Benton Harbor, Michigan. So we're going to get at it. So coffee's on. Come on in.
A few minutes later.
Okay, so we got the unit. We got it out of the box. We got it powered up. It's telling us to get the app. Download the T-Mobile Internet mobile app. Okay. Tells us we got 5G sitting here out in the middle of this field. That's fantastic. Okay. So here's what we got. We got our T-Mobile Internet service up and running. We are signed into our app. Hopefully this is showing up for you guys. And we're out here in our RV. We're going to see how this speed test performs. Here we go. Very first one. All right. That kind of surprised me. Again, I'm between many different things out here, but 404 download, 10 upload. First test, that's smoking fast. The one thing I want to do is for the area that I'm in, we typically always have a little bit of an issue with the type of test server that we have. So I've been trying to use a test server that's been consistent for us, if I can spell right, and it was in Chicago, and it's the SBA Edge. Just for us, I get consistent speed tests for that. So we're going to do this again. That way I have, here we go. We're going to test it out of that same server that I typically like to use. And I'm going to use this server to test only because we want to just do this over and over with the different services. That way we can say we're using the same test vehicle. Okay. So yeah, that's a good thing. All right, same test server, SBA Edge. We'll hit that again. Okay. That's pretty good, pretty consistent number. 385 down, 952 up. So that's good. I would say that T-Mobile for where I live, that's pretty fast. That is much quicker than I thought it was going to be. So one last time. Apparently 5G is quick. Yeah, don't mind the ads popping up on the bottom. We're on a budget here. I can't use this fancy app. Let's see what happens. A real hot rod. Okay, looks like the box took a little hit in shipping. Hope it's not damaged. Alright, so we'll start hooking these up. First up, yeah, I don't know if you guys can see this or not. 4G, 5G, see they're different. 4/5G, then 2.4, 5.8. So we got to get the right antenna. There's a little male probe sticking out and a female here, so it does matter what antenna goes where. So I've got to find an antenna. This one's a match. So you spin that up, and you just, when you tighten these up, just finger tight. Don't put no pliers on these, and you don't want to damage the connection on the inside. Now I got to get one that's 2.5 right there. 2.4G to 5.8G. So we got the right antenna. That's a female there and a male on the inside of the brass connector. we're going to go back over in real time, and we're going to go to our T-Mobile network. Okay, so we're on the T-Mobile network. All right, test again. And now it says T-Mobile, SBA Edge, and now we're going to see what the T-Mobile does. Back to back to back tests. That T-Mobile router, I have no idea what it's got under the hood, but that sucker is fast. Look at that, 492. That thing is quick. All right, 492 down and 28.5 up. Good Lord, that's a good test. I would say right here for this location, the T-Mobile router is the king on the hill here. And we'll go back and pick up our TravlFi now. And there we go, there's our TravlFi. Now, first thing I'll test, there's two bands on the TravlFi. There's a 2.4 network and a 5G. So we'll test this one first. You're connected. And go. Again, the TravlFi is a 4G. It's, you know, it's not going to be as fast as a 5G, but I will say this: it's very solid. All right. So that's the TravlFi slower network. Let's try the other one to see. I don't think there's a lot of difference with those, but we'll check it anyway. If it pops up for me, there we go. This is supposed to be a little bit quicker for speed tests. We'll see. All right, it's making its connection right now. All right, here we go. Let's make sure the same server, SBA Edge, good. So now we're on TravlFi 5G side of our device. I don't think there's a lot of difference when it comes to these speed tests. A little bit. Now make no mistake, we use this, we stream TV, I can work remotely, and I don't have any bandwidth issues with that speed. And especially with the plan that we use, the plan that we typically pay for, I think is it 55 or 60 a month? It's one of the two. Again, we use this as a repeater. If we go someplace that has Wi-Fi, we will piggyback off that, and then we spend no money. Again, who doesn't like get it for free? All right, so that's the speed test for TravlFi. All right, and now we're going to go back for the third time. We're going to look up the network for, and then my secret password. All right, the secret sauce password. All right, that's connected. Same server. Boom. And this is the ConnecTen device right there. And here we go. And I believe that is the 2.4 network on the ConnecTen router. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's change networks. Let's go back and grab the other one. I saw one that said net 5G. There we go. This one's supposed to be the quick one. And again, I'm going to try these in different locations. I'm out in the boonies, so My tests are going to vary from yours. I'm sure of that. All right. Same server. Here we go. From what I understand, this network is a little bit quicker. Yeah, you can see the difference already. So whenever possible, try to connect to the 5G side of a router. It's going to give you a much better number. Distance-wise, I think the 2.4 carries a longer distance. But I think the if you're close to the router, use the 5G. It just seems to perform faster at a closer distance. The ConnecTen is coming in at second place here. It's very fast. So we're connected to the right router, and boom. Let's see how this thing goes. $172 download. $172 down and 18.7 upload. Pretty good. Let me get you guys closer. That's pretty quick. That's the ConnecTen router. So, very fast. We're going to try it again. We're going to make sure we're on the correct. Yep, there's my iPad. We're using the same test station. Here we go again. Make no mistake, that is fast. Okay, 171 down, 23 up. Very good speed. Definitely a little bit faster by triple over the 4G router, but comparing a 4G router to a 5G router is like comparing a 4-cylinder 1980s Ford Escort engine to a modern 6.2 liter GMC. Yeah, both of them will get you to the grocery store, but there's no comparison with the power. So the ConnecTen, definitely no slouch. So the nice thing about the TravlFi router, which, it is 4G, where these other guys over here are 5G, but it has this Wi-Fi extender. What does that mean? Well, a lot of places, not a lot of places, many places that we go to have a Wi-Fi network in a campground, and those aren't all that great. But I use a VPN, and I can use this to be a Wi-Fi extender, so I can boost their signal and use their data, and it cost me $0. Okay, I kind of like that. We're cheap here at 3-Day RV. But the Wi-Fi extender works really good. That's the TravlFi router. Looks a lot like the ConnecTen router. Again, they both are reliable from what I can see, and the plans are really the difference in 4G versus 5G. 5G routers are definitely faster. So, but do you need internet that is, as fast as lightning? I don't know. Some people do. So anyway, now we're down to where we're just going to do a couple of recap quick tests in here. Okay, so I got a battery finally in this GoPro. So if you've been following the channel, this is the one that we've been using, TravlFi, because we kind of picked the data plan we were interested in, all that good stuff. And I've got a little rooftop antenna, which is right above this, so helps a little bit. But anyways, let's help the light situation out here. Hang on a minute. That might help us out. I have a little less reflective light in the background. So again, we got our, this is a 4G router. I don't expect to be as quick as the first test that I did. So we're connected. We're using the same SBA. Again, this is through the TravlFi router. The TravlFi is connected, and it's the name of my RV. It's a Freedom Express 5G. All right, so there it is there, and now we're just going to see what the 4G TravlFi will give us. And it's been a good router for us. Now we are kind of in a gray area for 4G. If I move about a mile away, then it's way up in the 80s. But I think that's the difference in 4G and 5G routers. But we watch TV, stream movies, and upload videos with it, so it's been consistent and it works. So that's kind of that's what we get with that first test. And I doubt that it'll change a heck of a lot where we're at. Okay, it will be the same the third time, just because of where I'm located. So, rumors are there's updates coming to the TravlFi system, and us 4G guys are really hoping that's true. Yeah, we're going to have the same result. I will say it's very consistent for us. And there are some areas we went to where it performed considerably quicker. But where I'm at, I'm about 4 miles either way there is a cell tower. So there's our 3 tests. I think if we averaged it out, it would be pretty much the same. But I want to show you the next trick, and I'm going to change the TravlFi modem itself. The receiver is going to switch into a wireless access point, and it's going to pull off of the campground Wi-Fi. So I'm going to show you that in just a second. But this is my third speed test. It's all about the same. It's pulling. I mean, it's okay, but there's a lot faster out there in the same location. So I'm going to switch this over, and then I'll come back to you and show you how the TravlFi XTR can switch into that wireless access point and boost a host's Wi-Fi signal. So we'll show you what that does as well. So we'll be back in a minute for that. Okay, so just a quick summary to run down what we did. It's kind of a picnic table test. We had 3 cellular wireless internet service providers. We put them all on this table one at a time. We only had one powered up, and then we would do the next one, and it would be the only one powered up, and do a speed test. We did a minimum of 3 speed pulls on each one of these routers. The fastest router that we had was the T-Mobile Home Internet Service Router. That thing is smoking fast for the area that we're in. I don't know why it's so fast, but it is incredible. I had an average download speed on that of 360 megabytes per second. That's average. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little bit less. Of course, that's the brand new 5G home internet solution that they have. And then the second one I have is a ConnecTen router. They sent it to do a speed test. I'm going to send it back. They also told me for the viewers they got a discount code if anybody's interested in it. I'm not on their payroll. I test products, check them out, play with them for a while, send them back, or we gift some of our viewers some of the equipment. The ConnecTen router, no complaints. That thing was really smoking fast as well. Had an average download of 166 megabytes per second for where we're at. That also was that was faster than anything I've ever needed. But some people are power users on the internet. They might need something quicker. So I'm just telling you, I'm just giving you the numbers. The third one is one that I have, and we paid for it, and we have it here installed in our RV right behind us. And that one is the TravlFi. It's an older router. I think it's a couple years, 2-3 years old. It's a 4G LTE router that has the Wi-Fi repeater mode that I showed you. The Wi-Fi repeater mode, if you get someplace like we were when we went to Yellowstone last year, there were a few places where there wasn't cell service at all. There was nothing. I did see some people that had Starlink out there, and I'm not into the Starlink. Every campground we went to had Wi-Fi, and all I did was connect my TravlFi router. I put it in the repeater mode, connected it to their Wi-Fi, and we were good to go. Now, we did only have about 22 megabytes per second in that mode, but it was everything that we needed. It was fine, because the whole point of being out here is to go walking in the woods and hiking and getting in the water and have a good time, not necessarily to sit in the campground and watch movies. We watch movies all winter in Michigan, so why travel way out there and do that? Doesn't make any sense. So this was strictly a just to share the data of the test. Yeah, I'm not putting one company down, or I'm not putting one company above or beyond the others. Just sharing with you the numbers. This is part one. Part two, be sure to check into that. I got another surprise in about a week or so. I got a couple more routers that are coming in to test. And those are going to be 5G, so we're going to see how well those work. I did pull a Comcast speed test at my house. There's a service that I have, and with my internet router that I have from Comcast, I'm only pulling about 540 megabytes per second with that, and that's an expensive plan that I have. But you know, just to put that in comparison with the T-Mobile home internet solution that had an average speed of 360 megabytes per second, that was very fast. I was not expecting that. So these cellular services has come a long ways, and I think we might be switching in the near future to get rid of Comcast, because that's a very expensive plan. We have just the internet from Comcast, and I think it's about $120 a month. So anyway, just wanted to share you the numbers. All good services. All three seem to be reliable where I'm at right now, and be sure to catch next week. Next week we're going to be showing you another router that's a 5G, and we'll show you the speed tests on that one as well. So this is part one of two. The next one should be a little quicker, a little less clunkier, because I had two brand new services I wasn't familiar with. I had to set up the accounts, set up the apps, figure out how all the little quirks. None of them work the same. So I'll get you put the link in the description for the ConnecTen router. They did pass on a savings. I'll give you guys that link. If you hook up to it and you get a savings, you know, good for you. TravlFi also has a link I'll put in that description. I think theirs was a 10 or 20% savings that you get back right off the top when you make a purchase. T-Mobile, no savings, no link, no nothing. They flat out will tell you if you sign up with them, they give you a $200 Visa gift card in the mail. So I have one of those coming. And other than that, be sure to like and subscribe on this video, so when I get the other router in and I do the same picnic table style of test, I'll be sure to, when I post that, you'll get the link if you like and subscribe to that. So as usual, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next week.